A warm, hearty welcome to all present in this session. Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and diligence. You are here, my friends, because even the wisest mind has something yet to learn. I am Meenakshi Panikya. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to series Grow, Learn, Explore, presented by IEEE MBCET College of Engineering and Technology Student Branch. IEEE SB MBCET always strives to put out the best in organizing events and guiding the professional growth of its members. The world's largest technical professional organization, IEEE offers various resources to all its members. Utilizing your membership to its best can benefit you on many levels. In today's session, our goal is to give an overview on how to use and enhance your networking skills on Collabratec platform by IEEE. We are extremely happy in organizing a virtual session on IEEE Collabratec. Now, I would like to invite Kessia Mary Joyce, the chair of IEEE SB MBCET, for the welcome address.
Thank you, Meenakshi. We are extremely honored to have two eminent speakers in our midst. I'm really happy to welcome our chief guest, Ms. Linda Uslaner, and Mr. Victor Manganaro for today's session. Linda is currently the Program Director of IEEE Collabratec. She's a dedicated and skilled marketing leader and also has proven with various achievements in building products. She has led various positions in IEEE Global Spec for the past 5 years. We are extremely happy to have a colleague, Mr. Victor, for the session. Victor is a Technical Program Manager and Head of Communications at Technology Concepts Group International US. He is currently the Community Specialist of IEEE Collabratec. Welcome you both to the session. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome our dear audience, the students and faculties who are eagerly awaiting for the session. Thank you all, and over to you, Meenakshi.
This is the time we all are waiting for. So without further ado, I would like to invite Linda and Victor to take over.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are both delighted to be here, and thank you for the warm welcome. It's our honor to present to you IEEE Collabratec, Discover, Connect, and Collaborate. We'll show you today the tools that are available to you on the platform that can help you with professional networking as well as with your career and learning. Victor will also take us through a demo of the site and some of the key features as well as a fun exercise. So we hope you enjoy the presentation. I'm going to try to present. And Victor, I'll present the beginning, and then I assume that you will take the second piece. I have your demo, but I don't know if you have an updated one, so just let me know. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. So I'm going to get started with why do people use Collabratec? And I'm going to show you a short video. To start with, Collabratec was created to bring together technology professionals around the world. It has three basic purposes: discovery of people, ideas, and technology, connection of those people, ideas, and technology, and collaboration between the IEEE members and the other participants that are on Collabratec. The community is comprised of IEEE members and other technical professionals around the globe. And the features of Collabratec enable you to do things such as advance your career, network with people all over the world, and share insights and get inspiration. Hopefully this quick video, I pulled out, we have a very long use case video, which I'm not going to show, but I pulled out one piece of it that I think would be interesting to this group, and let's see if it will play.
I'm a graduate student focusing on data privacy, especially related to the Internet of Things. I can go to the IEEE Collabratec community and say, I'd like to write a paper on this. What do you think? Not only do I get informed responses, I've actually found new collaborators. Right now, we're working on a paper on using blockchain technology to improve cyber insurance.
IEEE Collabratec, engineered to help you discover, connect, and collaborate.
I thought I would start out with that video because it brings the proposition of what you can do on the platform to life. And in the presentation, which Keisha has, you will be able to look at the entire video. At a glance, Collabratec is the only platform that unites the IEEE global technology community. Non-members are welcome on the platform. However, IEEE members have exclusive benefits and premium services that I'll cover on the next slide and go through an overview of what those items are. The network is over 240,000 individuals, of which 80,000 are currently IEEE members. There's many previous IEEE members in that 240,000 as well. And we have created badging opportunities to recognize members for their participation and contributions. So what can you do on Collabratec? You can, as we saw in the video, you can locate and connect with subject matter experts throughout the IEEE. You will stay informed about activities. It might be a conference, virtual event, training opportunities, all on Collabratec. You can join and participate in communities. The communities on Collabratec are many. There are some communities that are geared directly to global students. We have a global student exchange. We have a young professionals community that if you haven't been on the platform, I would encourage you to go on and join. Collabratec can help you organize teams around technical projects in Workspaces, and Victor is going to show us how that works. You can collaborate on papers for university or for publishing in any of the IEEE publications, and you can participate and be recognized with badges or micro-credentialing for accomplishments. I wanted to mention the Student Branch Gateway. If you have not seen this yet, you should go on to Collabratec, and on your home stream, when you log in, you'll see this console on the left, and the Student Branch Gateway will be midway on the left. And what that is designed to do is to help keep us all connected, especially while some campuses are still closed or on hybrid models. It will show you the new students who've joined from your branch. It'll connect you to your volunteer leadership. It'll also enable you to see what's coming up, what's happening. Is there an event that you'd like to go to? You'll be able to see the new students who've joined and the badges they've earned. And a new thing that we just added yesterday, as a matter of fact, is the e-notices. So you might get e-notices that are sent out via e-tools, but you might not check email that much. I know I have trouble keeping up with it. So if you go on to your student gateway, you'll be able to see it all conveniently on one web page. The services that Collabratec offers for members that non-members do not have are also available through the console. And these services include your IEEE membership certificate. You can browse through the membership directory, which Victor is going to go into on the demo. And that will have many facets to it in terms of searching capabilities. You can look at your section and student branch gateways. You can take some downtime and learn about IEEE through some of the badging opportunities. There's a career services section, which will enable things such as mentorship, and you can also read IEEE Spectrum articles and look at IEEE TV videos all through this panel and these quick links on the left. Other items that IEEE members have that non-members don't have, and is the mentor partnerships. And this will be valuable to you if you're looking to have somebody as a mentor in industry. We'll go through how to set up and ask for a connection and what happens after you do that. There's also member-only communities that only IEEE members can join, and here's a short list of some of them. The IEEE Membership Forum, Careers Connect, where it's career-related information, All Society Technology Network. And then another thing that members have that non-members don't have the same type of benefits is around Workspaces. And if you don't know what a Workspace is yet, you will in a little while, but Workspaces help you to do work collaboratively, and members can own more workspaces than non-members and invite more people in, which could be quite useful. So that concludes the beginning part of the presentation. Victor is going to go through a features overview now and go directly into our user presentation. Victor, do you wish to take over the screen?
Yeah, I'll take over. That'll
Okay.
lead into my demo. So,
Okay. Also, at the end of the session, we will have Q&A, so please, we would love to take your questions. Just you can put them in the chat, write them down, whatever you wish to do, and we'll be happy to take the questions. And without further ado, Victor.
are you guys seeing my screen?
We are not.
Okay, give me 1 second. Can you all
Now
see
we
my?
are. Yes.
Okay. So here you see, I call it the guided tour. And I just want to make sure everyone else can see the screen as well. Just let me know if you can. So I call it the guided tour. You can see there's an index listed here of the topics I'm about to cover. And what's good about this is sitting in the user forum. I videotaped it previously. There might be extra content in this one, but it's a 17-minute video covering all these topics, and you could either view it all or just go to the specific topic you're looking for. So let's move forward. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So what is Collabratec? Collabratec, and I'm not going to read the slide fully. I'm just going to summarize what each one is about. Collabratec is an integrated global community platform where technology professionals can discover, connect, and collaborate in one central hub. And these are our three positioning: discover, connect, and collaborate. What are you discovering? IEEE resources. As you all know, IEEE offers so many resources. Collabratec seeks to organize that into one place, and I think you'll find it useful. So you can discover articles, publications, papers, and people. You can connect to over 200,000 users, and they're both IEEE members and non-members. So if you know of people who are experts in technology who are not an IEEE member, they could join Collabratec and you could still collaborate with them, which I think is really useful. And by collaboration, we have both communities, as Linda mentioned, and workspaces. The communities are aligned to topics that, technical trending topics like artificial intelligence, women in STEM, blockchain, 5G. And you could find out about what the IEEE Foundation is doing. And then the workspaces is more for smaller groups to get together to brainstorm and connect. And I just want to mention, this is really important, Collabratec is fully mobile responsive, and we're going to go over that in a second. So just to go over what we have available, the top blue bar, the The left logo brings you to the home activity page. I'm going to show you what that is. We've improved the search so you could actually search posts in communities and elsewhere. And then you have your people, your communities, workspaces. That's showing you what's under the More button, which you can see the user guide and other features are available. Your dashboard, which we're about to reimagine to help you out, partly because we moved notifications and messaging to the top blue bar so that you can multitask and view your notifications and messages without leaving the page. And then there's the settings page where you can adjust your profile, your privacy settings, and we'll go into that. We show you that we put the control in your hands, and I think that's really important, especially with GDPR. So the home activity page, typically you're defaulted to this page, and if you hit the upper left logo, it'll always bring you here. So what do you see in the home activity stream? It's sort of like what happens in Facebook. Here you would see all activities related to your communities, workspace, publications, badges, events. Select IEEE.
Sorry, I don't know what that was.
Okay. IEEE TV videos, IEEE Spectrum articles, and more notifications, like if you've earned a badge, appear there as well. On the home activity page, you'll see something called Trending in Communities. If there's a post in a community that's really hot that you should probably take a look at, it will appear on this right rail, and that's ever changing depending on how the activity goes throughout the platform. As Linda mentioned, you could see our new member console. Below the console, which you can't see it right off the bat, but if you scroll down, there's a home activity filter set where you can control what you see in the home activity stream. I set mine to all because I want to see what's going on all the time. And again, we're going to take a deeper dive into the member console. So what does the member console offer? One quick button access to your membership card and your certificates. And what that means is it's your IEEE member certificate, or so any society that has opted in to offer, I believe we're up to 43 societies who are offering certificates. Here is where you access your student branch information or your section information, or both. We're going to see that in a minute. I want to highlight your career services page. That's where you would actually activate your mentee-mentor status, or you can upload your resume. You can actually filter out Spectrum articles to see in your home feed. You can connect to the FAQs that we constantly update for your information. And I'll mention it right off the bat, we just added member support chat, which is basically live chat with a contact center associate to resolve an issue quickly. And then you could see the others there. You could have one button access to the membership directory, your section, again, we're going to see that, your mentors list. So if you're a mentee looking for a mentor, you would just hit that button and it would bring you directly to a list. And then it also offers an IEEE TV filter where you would just see IEEE TV videos. The buttons are arranged for the presentation. You may see the arrangement slightly different, but all of those buttons are there. And the membership forum is not currently shown, so that gives you easy access to the membership forum. So here's what those two buttons bring you to. If you're a student, as many of you are, you would click on the student branch, and all of the information related to your student branch will be shown. Who is recently posted, the volunteer leadership, everything that's important to you is on one neat page, and that's also true of your section information as well. So we're finding users and members finding it very convenient to have all this information in front of them. You don't have to go looking around for it. So communities, Linda mentioned some of those communities. Here I have their logos. So again, artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship is great. They're actually offering a mentorship for IP where they can connect you with an attorney if you need advice. So that's a really great benefit of membership. Women in leadership, that's where they talk about women in STEM and other important issues. Cyber ethics, which we know is important for artificial intelligence. On the right is typically what a community will look like. You can see the buttons on top. The activities button brings you to the feed of posts. There's a file section, an event section, and a participants list. And we'll go over how you post. And if you look on the left, there's two sets of important filters for participation. You can click on ones I have joined, so you can see a list of the ones you joined already, or you can click I can join and see the ones that you haven't joined yet. And then there's also a keyword search where you could actually search by different filter sets to narrow down your search for the community you're looking for. And communities have no size limit, so it's unlimited. I think one of our communities has over 23,000 the user forum, which is important to go to. I will now show you Workspaces. As Linda, when you hit the blue Workspaces button, it brings you, it shows you a similar listing as communities. Here's the list of communities, and you can see the various participation models. Send join request, which is an ask to join model. Learn more, which means it's closed or it's by invitation only. And then join workspace, meaning it's an open workspace. And again, similar filters on the left, except you have one additional one because every user can create a workspace. It'll list the ones that you can own. And as Linda mentioned, as a member, you can have up to 300 participants and you can own 30 workspaces, much less if you're a non-member. Here's some examples of, I think there's over, at minimum, over 1,000 workspaces, probably a lot more. And as I mentioned, any user can create a workspace. This is how easy it is to create a workspace. There are 6 items to fill out. You can see the items here. Frankly, if you just add the name and description, you can always go back later and edit it. The participation model, as I mentioned, who could join. And again, you can have everyone join. You can have invitation only, asked to join. And this is really, really important. On the right, number 5, who can find your workspace? All workspaces are defaulted hidden. So if you set up ask to join and the workspace is hidden, they wouldn't be able to find it to ask to join. So you need to make sure the controls are matching. Probably set it to all Collabratec users and then ask to join. Or again, you could do it by invitation only if you choose. We've just changed the UI, so it's very, 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 very easy to invite users. And then number 6, I'll mention that if you're going to do editing of shared documents, both your storage providers for the owner who set up the workspace and the participants need to have the same storage provider selected. So that's really important. And as Linda mentioned, we're going to do a live demo of it. We have just added Project Tracker, which is a great new project management tool. Here's what I was talking about. This is actually going to be redesigned to be a lot easier to come by. And this is usually only owners will see this typically, and moderators will see some of this. But you can invite a participant. Do not use the UI that exists in the creation module. That's the older UI. Create the workspace first, then go in, find this control panel, and invite participants using this new UI. And this is where the edit workspace info, where you can go in and change any of this at any time, which is pretty convenient. File management, here we're showing region 5, full complement of controls for, and you can see them there in the drop down. Easily upload multiple files with the upload file button. We have a file's history tracking, so you can see what's happening to those files. And if you only want certain people in the workspace to have access, you can set the folder to only be accessed by those participants, so others in the workspace would not be able to see it. So in this case, for the executive committee, maybe only the officers want to see certain documents. So this gives a nice little convenience to them for that. people and participants. This is, I can't tell you how important this is. We pre-filter when you hit the people button on top. Let me see if my mouse is working. It's not working on the second screen. The people button, when you click on it, it automatically filters into 6 buckets. Everyone, the people who are part of your network, the members, which we consider the member directory, the list of mentors, volunteers, and authors. And the way that you view a person, what you can see right now is their summary. And if you click on, this is going to show me about the filter, full complement of filtering, and you can see all of the filter types on the left side, and that could parse it down even further to have you find the people that you're looking for. The way that you see a person's full profile, because clearly there's a lot more information, and we're going to show you a full profile momentarily. You click on their name, you click on their photo, and that, if they don't have a photo, their initials would be in that circle, and that would open up to the full profile, which you'll see. To add people to your network, you just hit the plus network button. The little star icon shows you a drop down with a list of badges they've been awarded. If you see two blue people shaking hand icon, that shows you that that person has made themselves a mentor. And then if you were a mentee, you would just click request mentor to connect with them into a mentoring relationship. And we'll talk about that in a second. This view is consistent throughout the platform. So if you're in a community or workspace and you click the participants button, you're going to see the exact same view format where you see their name, their location, their education, and that's information that's carried from your IEEE account. You'll see that in a second how that works. Your dashboard, again, we're looking to actually reimagine the dashboard. As you can see here, your notifications, your messages are on top, but now we've located it to the top blue bar, so we're probably going to put favorites up there, and we're going to, if you have any suggestions, it would be great. We'll probably move the favorites on top to make it more customizable. You can see your library, your list of opportunities, your list of communities and workspaces. And then if you look to your left, below the member console is a summary of the badges you have earned. Okay, so here is what your profile looks like when you click on the person's name or their, it shows you their name, their logo, their photo, their badge, member badge, shows a brief biography, a tagline, their experience, special skills. Before I click any further, I want to highlight two things. Your interests. It's really important that you add your interests because that's how typically people find you, especially for mentoring and other items within Collabratec. Use that technical interest filter. The blue square area where it says auto-populate from your IEEE member account, the benefit of membership is your past and present volunteer positions, your education, and all of the groups and memberships you belong to get pulled in from your IEEE account and pulled into Collabratec. So you don't have to do anything, it's auto-populated. Typically, you, like LinkedIn, you want your profile to say 100% there. So it's important to fill that information. It helps when you want to network with your peers in the on the platform. To edit, you would select Manage IEEE Collabratec Profile. I mentioned this. The next slide shows it, profile visibility. If for any reason you want to hide any element of your profile, we give you the ability to hide an element of your profile. So you're in full control, and we feel that's really important for today. Member certificates, you can click on this button to see your member certificates. There's a page. And to view your badges in full, a full complement information, you would select this badge button on top. And as I mentioned, on the right, you see privacy and visibility. And as you can see, you can actually control every single element. Do you want everyone to see your profile photo, or do you just want people in your network or IEEE members to see it? So you see the list, you have full control. On the left, we've just simplified this for communication preferences. This relates to your email. If there's something really important, you can set it to real time, so you get a one-for-one notification. If it's less important, then you could actually set it to daily, weekly, and monthly. But I will caution you, if you set it to something like monthly, you'll only get a summary of the events. So it depends on what you're trying to do on the platform. This is important to control the emails that you'll be receiving related to it. And we're going to be making updates to it going forward to give you even more control. The search, I highlight this because it's so important. Typically what happens is you'll type, once you type 3 letters in the search bar, a drop down comes down with options to choose from. What I would always say is, unless you're looking for something very specific, always hit the magnifying glass. That brings you to all of the different buckets, and there's multiple buckets of information that you could sort through. If you don't, it'll just give you pre-populated for the area you're in. So if you clicked on the logo, it'll give you 5 buckets of choices. If you click people, communities, or workspace first, it'll just give you pre-populated with those areas. So magnifying glass gives you everything. And there resulted, as you can see, people, posts, communities, workspaces, and then there's even more. There's the filter shows you what you have typed in there. And you can see if I select news updates, which happen to be Spectrum articles and TV videos, that's what show up. The number of results per category shows up. And then you can see there are, losing my mouse, sorry. There's more search categories. So events, library, literature opportunities. You could also find artificial intelligence related items related to those other buckets. Also important, in each community and workspace, there's a separate search bar. When you click on that, and depending which tab you've selected, activities, files, events, participants, it would find those respective items in that search. So if you're in activities and you want to find a specific post, you type someone's name and all of their posts appear, and I find that to be very, very useful. Or you could do it by topic, or you can go into the participants list to make sure your section or your peers have joined the workspace or community you belong to. Posting content, pretty simple. You just click on the share thoughts, images, or file. A drop-down, a pop-up comes. You add the title, and then you could add text, links. We've just added pasted images, so it makes it really, really easy. And as a note, pasted images are supported in comments, replies, and messages too. I know that's how I operate on a regular basis through GChat. I paste my images. This allows you to do it as well. For images, there's multiple ways. You can drag an image file, and then you could add a title with supporting text and post that as well. You could also select the image icon and add an image that way. Again, you could just cut and paste an image in there as well to make it really simple. Any non-image file you can attach. If you don't want your image to be rendered, you could attach that as well. But it supports PDF and Word files. Pretty much most extensions are supported. If it's not, you can make a request and we could allow that document format to be supported. It also allows you to post videos. So if you have a YouTube video, you could post the URL, or if you have a live stream event, you could actually post the embed code after you've clicked that button, and the live stream would appear in the frame as a post in your community or workspace. So that could prove important. And I just want to mention this. Everyone always asks, do you have an app? Do you have an app? Do you have an app? Yes, we do in a way. You would take that bookmark there. You would bookmark it in your mobile browser, select an icon for it, and then you basically have app access from your mobile device. I use it all the time. It works pretty well. As you can see, the menu is slightly different than what you would see in the PC version of it. I'm going to show you this really quick. It's so easy to do. It's not even funny. You on the member console, you select the Career Services button, and then it brings you immediately to whether you want to be a mentor or a mentee. You check one of the boxes. So if you want to be a mentor, you check the box. You set your preferences, like, do you want a student or do you want someone more advanced in their career? So as a mentor, you get to choose who your mentee type will be. And then you just basically wait for a request and accept it once the mentee has selected you. Same thing with a mentee. You just check your status, and then what you would do is you'd go through the list of mentors. And a little piece of guidance: before requesting a mentor, I would suggest you would always message them first. Make sure that your goals align. Make sure that everything is working. Then request them, and then the mentor pairing can be complete. And what happens is we create a workspace for you once you have a mentorship, and you could function inside the workspace. And by the way, you could review the mentoring program guidelines that you see that link. Read that. It gives you a lot more information about mentoring. We're actually going to have a launch of a mentoring information presentation in the next couple of months. Look for that if you're interested in this. If you're a member, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of it? It's amazing. And then the user guide under the 9 dots. Every topic is available to you. You just click on the menu item. And what I've done is there's direct links. So let's say you go to communities, you find information about it. There are links back into the platform that bring you to specific communities. So it tries to make the navigation easier. There's an FAQ section which we support, and that's for quick reference. We redesigned the feedback form, so if you have suggestions to make the platform better, you could submit that. And that's the canned demo. I think maybe we should stop, Linda, for some questions, and then I could go into the live demo.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, Victor. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to raise your hand or put them in the chat, and we'll be happy to address them. I'm not seeing any questions right at the current time. I don't know if Kesia, if you see any questions coming in, but I'm not seeing any at this time.
I saw one, Linda. I don't know where questions are on.
There's one question.
Yep.
What opportunities will the non-IEEE members miss from IEEE Collabratec? So the things that, I'll take this one, the things that non-members cannot do is they will not see the member directory. So that's a pretty big deal. They're not able to search through the members, or they don't have that level of visibility. They wouldn't have a section or student branch gateway. They wouldn't have a member certificate. They wouldn't be able to request a mentor or become a mentor. They wouldn't be able to have 300 people in a workspace. The workspace could be much smaller with only 10 people. 30 people. And they wouldn't be able to own as many workspaces. And there's certain communities that non-members cannot join. So it's access, but it's limited, and the full functionality is not available to non-members. But it's still open, so you could still use things like communities to connect with people, and you can still set up your profile, etc. But you just won't have some of those premium member services. Did I miss anything, Victor?
Yeah, I think the importance is IEEE is a closed membership, but if you have peers outside of IEEE who may provide some valuable information on technology, you wouldn't want them excluded. So what Collabratec does is it leaves a door open for them to provide important information. And I think that's what everybody wants. A closed environment is good for certain things, but you always want the information coming in from other people, especially in the technology world, because there's so much happening. So does anybody have a choice of whether they want to see Project Tracker or they want to earn the badge first? Anybody come out and have a preference, let me know, and I will, if you don't have a preference, I think we'll shoot with the badge first, and then, well, here's another question, Linda.
How can I get the most of Collabratec? Why don't you take that one, Victor?
Well, I took a workshop about 15 years ago, and they said if you don't dive into the world and life, then life will pass you by. So the best way to get the most out of it is to dive in, join communities. I know I'm a fellow engineer like you are, and I find information all the time. I don't want to keep that information to myself. I want to share it with my peers. I want to have a conversation. Like, I love space, anything related to space. So with a rover on Mars, I'm constantly monitoring that, and I want to share articles about they launched a helicopter the first time a aircraft has been launched from another planet. So you want to share, and you all know this as engineers, it's important to share and get the views and perspectives from other people. Typically, it's important to pose questions, because if I pose a statement, then it kind of closes it off. But I open it up and say, do you think we should, if I posed a question like, should we go to other planets besides Mars, then it opens up for a discussion. So I would just say dive in, find yourself a mentor or become a mentor. If you're a student, you'll want to find a mentor because you're starting out. They've experienced life over 5, 10, 15 years. They can give you valuable information and stop you from maybe going down a path that is not as fruitful. So explore, earn badges. That's a good way to get you through content. It brings you to IEEE Foundation, and just explore and post content. That's what, engage your friends, tell them to join, create a workspace and start collaborating. That's how you get the most out of, and again, if you want to learn more about the platform, go watch the 17-minute video on the specific areas that you might be interested in. And, talk to your peers about it. That to me is the best way to get the most out of it, because it's not going to come to you. You have to seek it, and you won't probably know that through your wisdom teaching. You have to seek it if you care about finding it. So go in the platform and go crazy. Post and find other people who are posting and have conversations, and bring other people along with you. That's my advice.
Great, thank you so much.
Yep, I'm going to go into the badge, and you could field more questions, Linda, and I'll just to keep it flowing. And anybody stop me at any time if you have questions. That's what we're here for. So I created this badge for Hyderabad. Maybe we'll do the tracker first, Linda. What do you think? And then we'll do the badge at the end?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. So I'm going to go into a workspace, and here's a little tip for everyone. If I want to find the workspaces I belong to, I would select I own.
We're still seeing your presentation, Victor. I think you need to switch screens.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to kill my second screen, and I'm going to go back in. What do you see now?
Still the presentation.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share. Okay, are you seeing my workspaces?
It's loading.
Yep. Let me know when you see it.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to, so I clicked on the logo. Here it brings me to my home activity feed. We're going to be actually exploring this in the badge, so I won't go into it, but you can see here is all different articles and everything that's related that's flowing through. So if I want to go to a workspace, there's multiple ways to do it. If I know the name of my workspace, I could just type 3 letters and we're going to go to the live streaming test group. So the other way to do it is to go to Workspaces, I own, and then scroll through it. So this is what a workspace looks like. Here's that manage that I showed everyone about, edit workspace, invite participants. So we just added this new tool called Project Tracker, and I'll show you how easy it is. If anyone can't see it, just let Linda know, because I'm going to go through this. So I go into Project Tracker, and I decide I want to create a new project. So I give it a name. I'm going to call it Project X. And then I just start entering the action items. So Project X, I have to invite members, agree on responsibilities, take action. And of course, this is going to be open, and this is the due date on this is next week. And then agree on responsibilities. That after people look at it will be the week. The week after. And then, so now I have my task list, as you can see, and now I could assign. So I'm going to invite, and what you do is you just use the @ sign to invite people. I'm going to invite Denise. Everyone probably knows Denise Mastery from membership. Please get the group together. So by pinging them, I assign them to the task, and then this is what the task is. And then I can type in everyone from the group here. So I'm going to do Denise and Ellen. I think Linda belongs. Yep, Linda. And then Natalie. And what it does is it only selects the people in your workspace. So it doesn't show you other people in there. And I'll say, please choose an action item. And then, so this third one will not be taking action because we haven't selected who wants to do that. And then let's say you can provide an update. Thanks for choosing the action. And then you could just keep providing updates until it's completed. And the nice thing about it is, so the project list isn't completed yet. So I don't want to post that into the main section. When I'm ready, I hit edit and I could post it to my activity feed. So now if I go to my activity feed, now everybody in the workspace can see it. It doesn't show all the details. It basically shows you the list of items with the due date. And then if I want to go to it, I just click on it. It brings me back in a project tracker. And that's why I can keep providing updates to it. And it's just very, very simple. And here it shows you how many updates there are. You click on that. So this is who's assigned to it, what they want them to do, and then you just keep providing updates. When it's complete, you actually check. And we'll probably be enhancing it going forward because there's other items that probably will make it even better. But as a first pass, I suggest you go to a workspace, create a workspace, start using it. It's really, really simple tool. And what happens is when you ping the people, it sends a notification in platform. So they would get, I think I may have an old one here. I can't find it right now. In any case, you would see a notification listed here that someone provided an update, and that makes it really convenient. So that's Project Tracker. If you guys have any questions, you could always get back to us. Again, in the activity feed, it will list, here's another project we did. We just released it, so we were testing it out there. If there's any questions, Linda will field that. I'll go into the badge. So I click on my logo here, and it's in the Hyderabad community. And again, that's the quick tip, right? If I come here, I type artificial intelligence, it gives me people, communities, events, opportunities, workspaces. But if I click the magnifying glass, I get people, posts related to artificial intelligence is 8,803, communities, workspaces. I could find Spectrum articles related to artificial intelligence. So that's how you most effectively use the search. So going back to the badges in the Hyderabad, and you could all participate once I show it to you.
Right. If you don't have to be in Hyderabad to go into the Hyderabad community, and all the others, if you wanted to. We have a community for IEEE Region 10, which is Asia Pacific. But if you wanted to learn what was going on in Latin America, for example, you could join the Latin America community. So right. It's open, and you can join what you like as long as it's an open community.
Right. Oop, I'm getting caught up in... Oh, I'll just go to communities. So I created this little badge. I'm going to turn it on now. I got to go into the, you get to see the back end. So you guys are very privileged here. Right now you can see it's inactive. I'm going to make the badge active.
So Victor created this fun activity that you don't have to do now, but he's going to show you how to do it, and you can go in and earn the badge anytime you like.
Yep.
He'll show you how easy it is.
So I come in here. Now this is closed. We have the ability to close off posts. I have to go in there and turn it back on. Oops, you're seeing the answer there, which I shouldn't have showed you, but unfortunately.
It's really small. I can't read it.
Okay. What's the time right now?
In New York, it's 10:26 a.m.
Okay, so I just opened this math challenge, and I think you'll really, really like it. So you have to solve for J, the Fibonacci, the factorial, and then a simple Ohm's law, and then you have to do this equation. I calculated the answer last night, so I'm going to create the answer. Now let me show you if the answer is wrong. You get to try again, And so now I'm going to put the right answer. Everyone look away for a moment. I don't want you to cheat. So you get the fireworks when you answered a Q&A properly. And now I put the instructions below here. So after answering this math challenge, go to your home activity feed and share a Spectrum article, IEEE video to this community. Then find one, post it, and comment on it. So this is telling me you get this indicator with the rocket launching. Great work. You are well on your way to earning the IEEE MBCET Student Branch Contributor Badge. Keep going to achieve your goal. Okay, so that gives me some encouragement that I'm on the right track. And so the next step is to go to the home activity stream. I'm going to do a Spectrum article. So I select my filter, and then I search through and find a cryptocurrency seems to be, so I go to share with communities I have joined, and I want to share it with Hyderabad. And I'd like to say something. Cryptocurrency is a hot topic. Put something interesting so that other people can see it. You can change the name of the subject line so it doesn't duplicate it. And I'm going to say, read this. And then I share it. And now I go to Hyderabad. And I'm going to, there's the article that I posted, and I'm going to like it first. And then I'm going to comment on it.
What are you going to comment, Victor? Are you going to buy some Bitcoin or Dogecoin?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm on my way to earning the badge. So what does this say? Congratulations, you are very close to earning the badge. Just a few more steps and your goal will be reached. So here you see this woman is climbing a mountain and she's almost to the top. So that gives me further encouragement. I'm very close to earning the badge, which makes me very happy. Be careful before you invest. That's my advice. I post it, and if I go back to, so it says, after answering this math challenge, go to your home, so I answered the math challenge, go to your home activity feed and share a Spectrum or IEEE TV video, then find one, post it, and comment on why you found it interesting, like an article you found interesting. So I did all that, right? I answered this, and hey, look at that. I got the badge. Congratulations, you earned the IEEE MBCET Student Branch Contributor Badge. And now it gives you two choices. You can either just get out of it, or you can go to the badge. And you can see here's a list of all the badges I've earned. You can see I've been busy. So you'll find this on your profile badge page, awarded to the IEEE members of Student Branch who participated in the May 22nd event. And I invite all of you to do this. So are there any questions? You can start, it's live, the badge is live now. You could start trying to earn it. But I think we want to go back and see if there's any questions, right, Linda?
Yes, I believe we're coming up to the end of our time, but we're happy to answer any questions that you have. I believe another one came in, so a few questions are coming in. I'm curious to know how such a wonderful idea as Collabratec came into the picture. You know, IEEE created Collabratec as the community for its members, and sometimes we hear things, about feedback. Why do I need Collabratec? There's LinkedIn. I could network in other places, and really, IEEE is built upon a foundation of advancing technology for humanity and creating resources for the community to work together and to advance technology. And that's part of, that's really the mission of Collabratec. It exists to help engineers and technical professionals to work together in a community that's just for them. So there are many other communities like LinkedIn, but none are as specialized as Collabratec, and you won't find the features to be able to, not only network, but to work together on projects. A lot of committee work gets done here too, a lot of meetings, a lot of planning, a lot of projects. And that's really the purpose, to provide best-in-class tools to the community, and IEEE is happy to do that.
And here's another great tip. So as an engineer, I care about this article about super quantum engineering. Oops, sorry about that. My highlight button. Sorry about that. So what I would do is I hit Spectrum here. I scroll down. Oh, it was a TV article. I'm sorry. I go to TV. And I'm really interested in superconductivity, as I'm sure many of you are. Add to favorites. I add this to my favorite, and it's highlighted in blue. Then I go to my dashboard, and that article is saved for later. I could either click on it, or I can right-click on it, copy link address, and then I can go into a community, and I can, let's go to Afro Technology. I can read this. And now I could post the link. So that is a nice little feature to save articles that you may not be ready at that moment to share. So now with my African friends, I've just shared that article with them. I could have shared it directly, but maybe at that moment I wasn't ready to share it. So that's the beauty of, I think I shared the wrong link, but I'll have to fix that later.
That's okay. There's another question that came through that somebody heard that prizes can be earned through the badge session. Is there something like that? And yes, we do offer prizes on the Collabratec platform for earning badges. One of the badges that just is a prize is going to be awarded on the platform is for the Connect badge. That's available in the Badge Hub for this session. What I would do is I will coordinate it with Keisha to send we have some Collabratec stickers and pens that we can send over for the participants today. But in general, we do a grand prize winner and a couple of other second place participant prizes that are selected as random from the people who've completed the badges. And Victor's showing you some of the previous history on the platform in terms of sections that won the most badges, who got the most badges, and winners of previous prizes. So yes, we do that.
Like we place placards, whoever is the first. So here, Dr. Yvonne Villian Turbiades got the first Connect badge, so we congratulated him. And somewhere along here is a congratulations to prize winners. But we do that as we see if this comes up. Yep, here we go. So this was the grand prize winner, non-member for the Discover badge. And they won a $25 e-gift card. So we do award. And here was a grand prize winner member. So you have to read the information when we post a badge. The Collaborate badge will come later in the year. We were supposed to close the Connect. I would try to go in there and earn the Connect really quickly, because it probably won't be till Tuesday where we disable it, and only takes a few minutes to earn it. I would go there. You can see here, level 2, clue 1, earn level 2, level 3, level 4, and you'll get the badge. And I believe it's still open, so hurry.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Well, if there's no other questions, I just want to end our presentation the same way we begin, thanking everybody for their participation and their interest in Collabratec. If you have any questions and you want to connect with Victor or myself, you can find us on Collabratec, and we can help you and answer any questions. We periodically do in-depth trainings, and we're happy to add you to those training lists. And we'll also send a link to the user guide, so Kesia can send it to all of you with the presentation and our IDs in Collabratec. So thank you very much. We're honored for the participation today, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening and your weekend. Thank you very much. So back to you, Kesia.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody. Like I said, many of you are my engineering peers, and it really was an honor to present to you what I think is really important.
Thank you, ma'am. So thank you, Linda and Victor, for sharing tips and tricks that help to be an IEEE volunteer with a visible unique badge on your profile and establish connections with IEEE volunteers of various geographic locations. Once again, thank you, Linda and Victor, for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule.